but you ain't trying to send it cold. Niggas turn to strippers when they see the pole. Plant the seed to see the grow. My daughter need 3 million before she's 3 years old.
Testing. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing so far? Everybody get something to eat? Everybody all right? Stomachs filled, bellies up? Alright, sorry about the bellies part. I'm Uncle Paulie. We're here to pay tribute to a young man. I've been knowing him for a while. I can't say no more than that. I can tell you that he's the first person that I ever met. When he introduced me to a young lady, he had a mask on, and she said, "What are you doing with a mask on?" And he said, "The same reason why you're wearing makeup." Never mind. Look, I want to start off with a prayer. Thank you for everyone being here, the unity, bless all of us or whatever, and let us have fun. All right, now, we're going to start this off. The first person to come up here is somebody I call my brother, because he is my brother. There's the only person I know that instead of telling you not to have a drink, he'll encourage you to drink. And this is him. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce my brother Pierre.
Y'all got some jokes, man. You got some jokes. Oh, so where do we begin? Well, I told my sister, if you have a baby, have a boy and name him after me and I'll take care of him. But I don't know, he went the wrong way, I went the right way. He wanted to turn around and he wanted to tote side pieces and I wanted to steal cars. But I'm thinking you didn't steal no cars. Well, you didn't never tell me about it. But anyway, I want to take this time to say thank you for being my nephew and thank all of y'all for coming out and celebrating with him. But you know, you're a funny guy. You're the only person that I know that's a pimp and was a pimp and didn't have no damn wheels. You remind me of Sugar Bear on damn TV, Huggy Bear and shit. I said, what the hell? We got all these women and no damn wheels. I said, damn, he had the super fly gear down and every doggone thing. One time, he said, I'm gonna get a place in the Poconos. I said, well, what you gonna do? He said, well, we gonna party. I said, okay. We turn around, he said, oh, the car I'm driving ain't got no doggone brakes. I said, oh, here we go again. What you need, Petey? I need your toolbox. I'll bring it back to you tomorrow. Tomorrow, they wasn't gonna bring back to me no damn tomorrow, because damn we in the mountains in the Poconos. So anyway, me and my crazy behind, you know, I'm drunk, drinking on the way to the Poconos. They ride in the car with no doggone brakes. They shoot through the doggone toll booth and they tell the people that was in front of them, yo, y'all gotta pay ahead of me because when I come through the toll booth, I can't stop. And y'all gonna have to stop me. I'm like, yo, who does that? You know, they had them cameras take the tag. Got to the Poconos, we up there, he had it was a mansion. I said, how many, with it 12 bedrooms in it? 12 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, big kitchen. It was a big-ass kitchen, big-ass kitchen. We in there, tables all scattered around. He said, oh, what you got? I said, you know what, I got everything we need. I go in the kitchen, I said, damn, I ain't got what I need, you got more than what I got. My sister said, what the heck y'all doing? I said, yo, go in the room. You know, my sister, she always say, what are y'all doing? Y'all need to stop that stuff. She where you at, Marie? There she go, peeping at me in the doorway like, yeah, okay, that's my son. So anyway, we partying. I get so fired up, I falls out. I don't know what happened. I don't know what room I fell out in, but anyway, we partying. Next thing I know, I'm coming home. I think I overdid it. We seen something go across the doggone road, looked like the Grim Reaper with a sickle in it. I ain't never tell nobody that story, because then I was out, I was done. So we got on home, so next thing I know, Petey, where my toolbox at? Where my toolbox at? And he telling the guy he know how to fix the brakes. He ain't know nothing about no damn cars. They jacking up the car falling and stuff. So next thing I know, my toolbox gets home. So I say, Petey, then the next time he got another thing. We at the Motel on 73. We got the big party again. I'm like, yo, do you ever get tired of partying? Well, I want to be like you. I said, well, you doing it the wrong damn way. Cause then I always had a damn car. Then you get around though. So then the next thing, I had a birthday party. Oh boy. These two right here, they want to drink with Uncle Pierre. What was it, 9 o'clock in the morning? Y'all wanted to hang with me? And I had 3/5 of VSOP sitting on the table. I said, come on, Petey and Paul, let's go out there and let's drink. We sitting on the picnic bench in Palmore. Petey and them, I'm filling up the drinks, because if you turn your head, I got you. I fill that cup up in a minute on you. We turn around, yeah, I'm gonna tell you on you, yeah, both of y'all gonna tell. And you can tell on me what I did today before I come to, I don't care. So anyway, we sitting up there drinking, I'm pouring these drinks, and every time they turn their back, I pour the drink, fill it up. Petey got so doggone drunk, we had a picnic bench out on the table. Petey get up, I see him going like this. I said, oh, we getting in trouble now. Y'all ain't gonna imagine what he did. He got up on the damn table and started doing Michael Jackson and shit. I said, what the hell is he doing? He said, oh, you got me fired up. This one right here, you know, he can't drink. He tell you he can't drink it all. He tell you the truth. He said, damn, what we drinking? He looked at the bottle about 4 or 5 times. He said, yo, I think my vision is messed up because that bottle say EJ. I said, yeah, Easy Jesus. That's what we drinking, Earth and Jerk. We drank 4 half gallons before 12 o'clock. These two, I go in the house, in the house in Palmar. He on one couch, he on the other couch with a bucket sitting in front of him. I came in the house. I said, what's going on, fellas? Never again. I came back in the house with the bottle. Petey said, oh, I'm getting the hell away from you. I'm going all the way up the corner. Petey went all the way down the corner and sat on the corner with a bag in his hand, throwing up. I said, damn. This one, he in the house, he couldn't even make it up the damn steps. He said, oh man, never again. So I'm gonna tell you before he tell you, right before I came, he bought me some chocolate, and I had me a little drink, filled his up, but he poured his in my cup because he said, oh, I feel it in my stomach already. So I'm sitting home drinking. Next thing I know, I said, oh shit. My stomach just started bubbling and stuff. I said, oh, lucky my sink was right there, boy. I bought all the damn coffee up. But that's the end. Thank you very much and have a good day.
All right, well, thanks for that zaniness and craziness of our family tree. Real quick. I was once told through unparted lips that a broken heart could be mended with a kiss. But as time shall pass day into night, there will be no victory without one's fight. Now, before I even got ready, don't tell him he's bigger than me. I knew before I even introduced him, y'all heard him coming. One person we've known for quite a while, proud to call you nephew. I can't say little nephew, but nephew. Would you like to say a couple words?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Here you go.
First, I want to see you levitate one time for me before I leave. Yeah, I want to see that. Pierre, I believe you when you said that he was a pimp. I'm gonna get to that in a couple seconds. And I don't know it was 9 degrees one day I was younger. Pierre was fixing the car. He was making these faces. I said, why are you making those faces? Pete, what's wrong? He said, I got the gout. Now, I don't know what the gout is still, but I don't want that motherfucker. Yeah, but yeah, I told my mom I was coming to Petey's birthday. She said, oh, who that? Pierre? I said, Mom, that's Petey. That's Marie Shepherd's son. She said, oh, that's Silky's son. I said, yeah. So, Petey, I remember Petey. First time I remember Petey was at the park where he do the PYF at the park. Petey used to always be by the ones in the court shooting. because that's where he was always at. So I come to realize Petey was down there shooting because at the other end he couldn't shoot. So yo, word up, yo, I'm sitting there looking like, okay, what's good, Petey? He like, yo, man, my name Petey. I'm like, what's good, man? He was down there at the park every day. When I say he was a baller, shot caller, French Montana, that was him. He was down there way before then. Word up. So, well, I went to Philly one day. I'm looking like, so, my boy like, yeah, we going to Petey crib, go over the bridge. I'm looking like, we go up in there, he got all hoes, he's a pimp. I'm looking like, oh my God, he's pimping. I said, oh man. I said, oh, he a baller and a shot caller. And I didn't even know who they was back then. He was balling and shot calling back then. So I'm looking like, oh man. So then, this is what got me. Petey was known for having white girls his whole life. He got a white girl. Man, in my 20s, man, he came around with this black girl and it was my cousin. I said, oh no. No. I'm like, no, bro. He should have known. I should have learned from Petey. Don't mess with them light-skinned girls. Don't mess with, you gotta give me a white girl. You gotta give me one too. Don't mess with them. I should have learned from Petey. So, word up, I remember when Petey one day, I was with Claybone. We go over Philly. Now we go over Philly. We go on the 4th and Berks or 5th and Norris. We go over and get our weed. You know what I mean? So Claybone driving back. Claybone used to ride over there twisting the joint with his legs. You know what I mean? With his knees. So we get pulled over, coming back. Bone said, we smoking. Bone said, don't worry, I got this. I'm gonna take care of everything. I'm looking like, what the hell? Petey in the back seat. You know, I'm front seat, I'm big nigga. Petey in the back seat. I'm looking like, yo, the cop ain't even stop us or go right past us. I'm looking like, oh shit. Claybone was like, yeah, I got this. I'm looking like, oh man, we're gonna get locked up. I'm looking like, oh man. Yo, I remember like Petey, man, we got so many good memories, man. Like I got more stuff, man, but I don't wanna waste your time, man, cause it's nothing but laughs, man. And I'm glad that he asked me to come and I came here because like, I'm getting to live my life again and do what we do. This is fun and I appreciate this. Thanks, Pete. And if you want to see that invitation too, Paul, don't forget, you want to show us.
After he changed his life. I lost interest in a life of crime. When my heart was stolen, I was robbed blind. I thought that I was dreaming when the thief in the night took my love for granted and vanished out of sight. The next person coming up, I don't know how he's going to do this. I'd like to see this magic trick. Oh, okay. Don't worry, people. He's not a terrorist. He just looks like that. Come on up here and see what I'm sorry. Here you go, bro. Good to have you up
here. I'm not really prepared for this. Petey. I pretty much got the same type of story that Pierre and the other brother had. I met Petey, he told me his name was Pt.2. I met Petey, you know, he's my cousin, but I didn't meet him until I was grown. And I had just came home from prison, and Uncle J-Rock was like, yeah, this your cuz right here, this Petey. He like, yeah, cuz, you know me, you know, I do my little thing, but I'll be pimping too. So I'm like, yeah, I just came home. He pimping, I just got out. That's the perfect combination. I'm like, all right, cuz, we gotta get together, we gotta do something. He never called me about nothing. So I'm like, every time I seen him, he never had no girls. So I'm like, you know, maybe the pit ain't doing too well, maybe. You know? And like Pierre said, he's always wrong. You know? I stayed pulling up. I'm like, dang, okay. So, but it wasn't until, you know, I was out here messed up. But I had a Cadillac. And I pulled up one night in a Cadillac. And that's when he was like, yo, cuz, listen. I got about 3 Jones. They trying to come out here right now. Can we go pick them up? I don't got no license. You want me to drive all the way down there to pick up 3 girls. I don't know what they look like. He like, all right, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call a cab, then we gonna go to the hotel. Right there. And what's that, Cinnamon right there? We gonna go to the hotel. I'm like, cuz I'm kinda tired, you know. But I was messed up at the time. I really had no place to stay. So I'm like, all right, if you gonna get the room. He's like, yeah, but I don't got the money right now. But look, you pay for the room. Then when the girls come, I'll pay you back. I'm like, all right, cool. So the girls get here. But let me tell you how you got the girls here now. This has made me like, oh man. This guy's he really does his own thing. He don't care. He lied. He said there was some rappers out here. They was like some Palmyra rapper bulls. Like, what was their name? YNG, YBF, YDG, something they was calling themselves. He like, yeah, we got the rappers out here. They gonna be out here. Y'all just come. I'm gonna send y'all the cab. Y'all come out here. We gonna do something. The YNG young boys. I'm like, all right, bet, P, bet. We going. So they get out here. Now he was lying to them. I knew he was lying. But it was none of my business. I didn't have nothing to do with this. I was just trying to get the room, you gonna pay me back. I had a little double bed, I'm gonna sleep on one bed, y'all can do whatever y'all doing. We get out, boom, they come, boom, we go to the hotel. Next thing you know, one of my other cousins show up. I'm like, man, where he come from? P done call him, like, they like, yeah, where the rappers at? He like, man, I don't know, they ain't picking up. I'm calling, they playing. I'm like, P, what is you? All right, cool, man. So I'm on the bed, I'm asleep. I wake up, they talk about, they about to have some tricks come through and I'm like, man, I'm out of this party, man. But then he pulls me to the side. Mind you, I watched him lie and say the rappers was coming. He pulled me to the side and started talking to me like, man, these rapping niggas, man, I ain't never doing nothing for them again, cuz. I'm like, P, I know you lied. Why are you trying to convince me? I'm like, he's really going full throttle with this lie. He's committed. And it's like, they're not even talking about the rappers no more, but he is. Like, the rappers is, oh man, I'm telling you, man, this is why I don't do nothing for the hood, cuz. They don't appreciate nothing. They don't even know what's going on, P. Long story short, I left. Soon as I left, I get pulled over by Palmyra. Soon as I left, like, the cop got right behind me, I made the left, he goes up to the next block, chasing. I called Petey immediately, like, Petey, they about to pull me over. I need you to come get my car, man. And he pulls up with my other cuz, like, yeah, we here. Nah, that's his car. Nah, you ain't going in there. I'm like, yeah, Pete. You know, so I forgave him for, you know, put me in that hotel room, lying to these girls. I forgave him. He took my car, parked it up at the house. When I got out, he called me a cab to come back to the house. You know, so, you know, he balanced himself out in the equation, man. Like, he gonna do some wild stuff you might not get it. But, you know, when you call him, he gonna do what he can do to show up, man. That's why I love the guy, man. You always held me down. Even though he tried to bring me in on some weird stuff. You know? That's all I got to say, man. I love you, cuz. I'm doing this.
Thank you. And no, that's not a spare baby diaper in the back. All right. Excuse me, nephew, if you don't mind. I want to and do this one right quick. All right? Because this right here stands out if anybody gets it. If today was tomorrow, would that make yesterday? And if today was yesterday, would tomorrow be too far away? And if yesterday was tomorrow, would we lose today? No worries, I live for now anyway. D. You have somebody else that has to say something? And before I can even say anything, let me know, this is someone that's known Petey for a while. Our old man's right there. My brother Al, my nephew, my...
Oh, you know his name. You called him Joe. Oh, you do know his name. All right, thanks for coming out to the FOP Lounge today to celebrate Petey. Which I thought the FOP Lounge was reserved for friends of police, not fugitives of police. But here we are at the Blue Dot event part 2. So happy to be here, even though I don't know what the Blue Dot means or when the first event was. But here we are. We're talking about being grateful here today. I am so happy to be here roasting Petey, but he's already well done, so I'm gonna go easy on him. I helped Petey make the flyers for this. He sent me the text what he wanted on it. He said, make sure you write B-A-B, bring a bottle, okay? B-A-G, bring a gift. I'm pretty sure I told my daughter she couldn't write that on her 6th birthday invites, but okay. And B-Y-L, bring your love. I said, okay, let me go into my Canva app, get this done for you, B-R-B. I did ask my husband, Albie, and my brother-in-law, Jamie, to tell me some stories to help me with my material. But all I got out of Jamie was blowtorch. And every time Albie had an idea, he would soon say, nah, I don't think you can talk about that. So I'm on my own here. But really the theme of the party is grateful. And I gotta say, I'm so grateful for that night that Petey and Albie met each other and got together. I won't go into details, but let's just say they instantly became thick as thieves. I'm so happy to have gained Petey as a friend and a brother. This guy has the biggest heart, he's not afraid to show it. I've definitely seen Petey cry more times than I've seen my husband cry. One time, Petey showed up to our house. Let me backtrack. When I was a stay-at-home mom for 6 years, anytime there was a knock on the door, there was a 49% chance it was Albie's friend Tom Taylor. There was a 49% it was Petey, and a 2% chance of someone trying to sell me solar. Anyway, Petey shows up one time, he wants to have a drink. We all go out on the porch, we start bullshitting, and I said to Albie, I don't think he knows. And Albie says, I don't think he knows either. And Petey's like, what? And I'm like, in that moment we told him, it's Al's birthday. This motherfucker immediately started bawling his eyes out like he was sent from the motherfucking North Star from Race Street to Horace Ave. He was so emotional, but it just shows how much he loves his people. I like to think of Petey as the hood Saint Nick, because he never misses a Christmas with his nieces. I mean, the presents may be a few days late, and they're delivered in a black contractor trash bag rather than a silky red sack. But we can always count on him to deliver whatever fell off the Target truck that month. Not only does never miss giving my kids gifts, but he actually sent me a Mother's Day card from jail. That must have cost him at least $3 commissary, which probably means it cost my husband $3 to send his own wife a Mother's Day card. Another time I heard a knock on the door. I was at work. I'm at home with my 2 daughters. This was during COVID. Petey says, "Hey sis, I need a favor. Can you get me on your computer? I'm supposed to be online for drug court in 10 minutes. I said, "Of course, Petey." I bring him in, I set him up at the computer at the counter, which just so happens to be next to our house bar. He says, "What's up with this, sis?" I said, "I ain't condoning that, but you know where the glasses are." So he pours himself some drinks, he's waiting for his time on Zoom with the judge. We sat and listened to all the others before him. My kids were having their kitchen dance party. And at some point the judge says, Mr. Pierre, could you please mute yourself? This turned into about a 2-3-hour visit and a lesson on drug court for my kids. That day they learned you can be drunk behind the screen and keep up the good work from the judge so long as your drink is out of the camera view. Another time Petey came knocking on our door. He had just been hit by a car. He had just been hit by a car. This motherfucker had one shoe on. He's going, I just got hit by a car. He just got flipped over the car on Route 73. We're like, what the fuck? Okay, that's crazy. But that's Petey. It's unpredictable. You know, and me and Petey, we actually make a great team. We can get anything done, can't we, Petey? He went from being my husband's partner in crime to my partner in crime. Yeah, he helps me move any furniture I want, even when my husband has already said no. Recently, we were doing some work in my basement, and I was telling Petey, I don't think I've ever really seen you mad. And he says, well, when I get angry, I just get quiet. And I said, oh, I can see that. Yeah, okay, I see that. I said, but you've also told me that one time you were so mad you shot all 4 tires out in your own car just to prove a point that you were pissed. So that's a little contradicting. I wish I could talk about all the times we hung out when we first met. I know you used to get done up, to a handkerchief, we'd go out, AC, probably some nights in Philly, maybe some strip clubs, I don't remember. I was so high and drunk. But I know we tore it up, bro. And I'm so happy to still be celebrating with you today. How old you just turned? 43. You don't even look older than 33. Except when you walk away, then you look about 73. But really, Petey, I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to come here and brighten up the room today with some of my jokes. I hope that you like that collage I made for you, Petey. There was just one thing wrong with it. I'm not in it. We don't have a picture together after all these years. So, babe, would you come take a picture of me and Petey? We love you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a couple words from the roastie. We want to have a couple words from his illustrious mother. Excuse me. Can we chill with the hugs, please? We got time for that.
Here you go, Mom.
My sister, Marie.
Here you go.
Hi, everybody. First of all, I want to apologize for being a little late. It was a dance or party last night, and Maria didn't leave until 2. And then I guess with the time going forward, everybody was on another schedule. But we made it happen, you know. We appreciate you coming out. So let me say, when Petey said, Mom, I want you to get up there and roast me, I was like, roast what? And he was like, you know, say something. And I was like, hey, I don't do that crap. So he said, well, I got Uncle Pompey here. I go, oh my God, we won't be there for 5 hours. We only got 4 hours, Petey. I was like, wait, and Uncle Paul gonna be sitting here trying to do magic tricks. Everybody talking about, wait, you got a penny? Hold on for a second. Oh, praise God. That deserves a shout.
Well, now
Oh, no, that's okay. So I heard Pierre talking about some stuff with Petey. Petey is 43. Jesus.
Yeah.
Ooh, he made it. That's all I thank God because he made it. So Petey was 16, and I get a call from the police station in Moonborough. And they were like, Miss Shepherd? And I was like, yes. Can you come up to the police station? We have your son. And I was like, wait, what? I had to call my sister. I called my sister and I was like, they got Petey at the police station. She was like, huh? And my sister was like, I don't do police stations. I'll do whatever else you need, but I ain't doing no police station. So I went up there and a lot of them knew me. So he's in the back, handcuffed, sitting at the sitting at the seat, and I'm like, what am I up here for? So I didn't know that they had a camera in the back. Not that I care, but they told me that he was trying to steal a detective's car. What the heck? Hanging out with who, I don't even know to this day who he was hanging out with, but they were teaching him how to pop the column or something, and he should have already knew what was going to happen. So I'm like, well, what's up? What's going on? And he's just sitting there and he was like, and I was like, Petey, like, what's up? And he's just sitting there dumbfounded, and I was like, you're trying to steal a car and could have got shot. Because like I said, it was a detective. Petey's sitting there, he was like, and I was like, oh, so you just don't have nothing to say? Well, he went to go say something, and I said something back to him, and he did one of them roll the eyes. You know how the kids do it now? But you know back in the day, we'd get slapped real quick. So I was one of them moms at being low. After my mom taught us from my brothers getting in trouble, baby, when he read back, I hauled off and punched him so fast. And then Joel came. Joel was in the thing talking about, I'm up here for my sister. Wait, that's her right there, the one that hit my nephew. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. So I came out and I was like, I apologize. I ain't supposed to hit my own child. You know, they got laws and stuff now, but here I go. I guess I'm just gonna have to get locked up. But I say that to say, prayerfully, he's learned his lesson. And I just hope we don't have any more bouts, because I was that kind of mom that was fighting alongside my goddamn son. Somebody after him, and I'm outside like, what's good? What we doing? You know, and that's what Nikki and I were talking about. Nikki was like, I have trauma. She was like, Mom, do you know how much stuff that my brother and I have been through because of Petey? And I was like, wow, like 43 years. You owe them an apology. It's been like years, and I do want to say, besides my family, thank you for always hanging in there and sticking up for us and being beside us, because we do ride. But Albie, when I say, oh my God, the greatest friend, because it don't matter where he go, Petey's gonna come right back out and find Albie, and Albie gonna let him work. So I thank God for that. Yes, that deserves a big clap. Right, but I'm grateful for that through all the trials and stuff. And Petey, so I heard Lucy sit up here talking about him pimping and my cousin Beamer. Let me tell you something. So my kids and I were gonna move to Philly, and I don't care for Philly. I like the country better, you know. So Petey was like, Mom, let me get that spot. So I had the $300 on it. It had a jacuzzi, tub and stuff. So I said, well, let me talk to the landlord. I forgot what, Whitaker Street? It was on Whitaker Street. Okay, so they were talking about him being well, Petey one of them ones that he'll give anybody. Petey have nothing in his pocket. I'm like, yo, let me get $5. I'm gonna give it back to you. He done that so many times. It's baby. So the landlord said, okay. Petey moved up in the spot. Well, I didn't know he was going to use the spot to have all his women up in there. I'm like, what is going on? I came to the house one day and I'm up in there. Petey got pool table up in there. He got clothes, but one thing, he made sure his brother was in school, and he was like, Mom, get Kyle some sneakers. You need a pair of sneakers? get him some jeans and stuff. So I went to knock on the door one day and the girl came and I'm like, hello? Because kids nowadays, when they see you, they don't say, hi ma'am, hi sir. They just look you up and down like you owe them something. I wasn't raised in that time. So I'm looking at the girl like, move. Because you stand in the doorway and I was like, where's my son? She was like, and who would that be? I said, girl, if you don't move. So Petey came to the door and was like, yo, that's my mom, chill out. She was like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. So he had one girl, what was her name? She had the walk, T. I'm gonna tell you something about that chick. He was like, Mom, that's my top seller. Here I go. What? I was like, your top? He was like, Mom. And I always told Petey, you think that crap is cute until you have kids of your own. So he has girls, and I was like the same way that you talking to everybody else, and I was like, listen, watch it. He was talking like, yeah, all right. I said, yeah, all right. I'm trying to tell you, because the same respect that you want for your kids is the same respect you have to be out here doing with everybody else. So Petey was one of them ones going to that little corner store where they had, what is it, the pawn shop? They were getting the TV. He was buying TVs for the old people out there and giving them TVs. So when they would see me outside, they were like, hey, you his mom? He's such a good boy, such a good boy. And I was like, thank you. And I was like, Petey, what are they talking about? And then one lady was like, he bought me a TV. Here I go, can I get one? So he was buying TVs and stuff, and then we get a call. Mom, get over here. This boy had the feds watching him. And I'm like, what is going on? He said, Mom. He was like, I think they're going to get me. Here I go, Lord have mercy. So, long story short, they came and took him. I'm getting a 54-foot truck, trying to back it up to grab all his stuff up out of there. And I was like, in Collingswood, we did the same thing. I was like, who's taking the pool table? And everybody's like, the houses aren't big enough for a pool table, and you need like 5 or 6 people. And I was like, well, he gonna call me from jail talking, Mom, what'd you do with the pool table? Still in the house. So we left, but you know, through life, we all go through different changes and stuff, some good, some bad. But I just pray that even hearing the stories, that whatever it is that you have going on in your life, that you reach out. If you need help or something, please talk to somebody. You know, it's a lot of deaths and stuff going on now. People are dying, not, you know, here today, gone tomorrow, here today, gone today. So I appreciate each and every one that came out. You know, I love you all. I might not know you, but that's just the kind of person that I am. I pray that everybody gets home safe, but enjoy your life. You only have one to live, so please enjoy it. So that's all I have to say. Love you.
I hope everybody had a good time. And I just want to add something. Everybody in here has a little history with our family. And the love and the respect he has and he shares with his cousins and his nieces and all like that in his home, and the respect he shows to his mother, I'm proud of him. And I'll never forget the time, which many people probably don't even know about. I remember when you and my nephew were hanging. And I remember you were a lot smaller than he was. And I got a call late that night. And he said, Uncle Paul, I need you. And this car pulled up in front of the house. I got up about 2 o'clock in the morning. And all I remember is coming outside. And this guy right here, Albie, his friend, that his mom was just talking about, carried him in his arms. He had just got shot in his leg. Good thing it was in and out. Uncle Paulie doctored him up. He was good as new. I went outside, and Albie, the guy that dropped him off and carried him up the steps, that probably protected him and shielded him with his body, was gone. But that's not the point. The point of it is, he brought him up to the house. So I thank him for that, and he's been closer ever since. So that's what he means to my nephew. We got somebody else that needs to say something. We got a guest speaker right here. My brother, we got another one. We got.
You're coming. I don't know how this one slipped. Someone said something, all your PYS things you do. I would say you give back, I love it. I just want to say they love that you give back to the community, even just as much to take from it.
That was a good one. All right, brother Ed. Here we go.
I couldn't leave without thanking him first of all for inviting me here today. That's very special for me, and I really appreciate him inviting me here today. I don't have no pimp stories, and I don't want to roast him because, and I don't want to roast him anymore. We've all laughed, and I really enjoyed this. But I just want to encourage him and let him know how proud I am of him. You know, the wonderful thing about life is we never get a chance to go back. You know, if we could change the hands of times and go back and correct the mistakes that we made, or things didn't go quite this way, or I would have done it this way if I could go back. Well, we don't get to go back. And I tell you a secret, Petey, everybody up in here got a story. Alright, they may not tell it, but everybody up in here got a story. That if we could go back and change some things, we could. But the wonderful thing about life is this. You wake up each morning, you get up and you still got life and breath, you got a chance, Jack, to make a change. And that's what I see with you, man. All these people here on a Sunday coming out to show appreciation for you. Now, I know some of the stories. I know all those stories. But you're still here. And I'm proud to see that you're still here. You're 43 years old. And I want to be here for the next 10 years when you hit 53. But I'm proud of you, man. You're a survivor, brother. You hear me? You are a survivor. You're here. And if I could just ask everybody, if we could just get up and give Pt.2 an applause. Is that all right?
Hello? Okay, mic was off. All right, yeah, that was a trick one. That was a good say something about this gentleman right here.
I do have something to say about him.
Thank you.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I want to twist it up in this. So I was a little nervous, right? And after all of that, I'm not nervous at all. So yeah, that works out good. I just wanted to share like something funny real quick though. Like, it's interesting because it's like, okay, this is your life. And sometimes people are like, Petey's your brother? And I'm just like, yeah, you know, and you would just never think. But with all of that being said, he literally is like the goofiest person that you could ever meet in your entire life. And a lot of people don't know that. And I just reminded him of something. And he's like, I don't remember. I do. Let me tell the story. So it was when we lived in East Riverton, right? Like St. Vincent. And that was like the party house. And I was really rude back then before I knew Christ. You know, I was very ignorant. And people would walk in, like, you know, everybody's getting made up to come to the basement party. And I'm like, it's gross. And when's the last time it hasn't been disinfected? And who are they? And do you know them? And, you know, people would come in and everybody's like getting dressed up to sit in the basement. Well, there's that. And they're walking and I'm like 24, 25, 26. I was counting the ladies that were coming. Very ignorant, very rude. But he would do like really crazy things. And I remember this one time, me and my mom were leaving to go somewhere. And he came out. I don't know why he came out in his boxers. I mean, he's thin and very frail. And for some reason, he has an umbrella in his hand. And he has Timberlands on. grew up with, and he's like chasing the car like a monkey, and that just stuck with me forever. And I'm like, if I don't share anything else, I'm going to share that story because that's the person that I know. You know what I mean? I don't really know the street person because kind of piggybacking off of what my dad said, he was wanting to like really protect me and my siblings from, you know what I mean? I say my siblings because Brian is like our brother as well, and he really like wanted to shield us from certain things. So that wasn't really a part of my life. I don't have that story to tell, you know? But I wanted to share a poem. He said, "Are you gonna roast me?" And I was like, I don't do that on the spot. Like, I don't really know how to do that, but I can share what it is that I have to share, which is my gift. And I was sitting down at work, and of course, if you know me very well, I cried while I was writing this, just thinking about all of the memories. So I'm gonna share this, and then I'm gonna get out of the way, okay? My brother. Am I my brother's keeper? Some may wonder. I think that you are more like a storm, but I'm the thunder. We shake atmospheres in different ways. You're more of a tsunami, and I'm a wave. Earthly and spiritual storms colliding. You came first, but I wasn't too far behind you. The Pt.2 my Pan. You would be thrusted into different lanes while I was in the kitchen risk cooking like a stir fry. Growing up, we were two peas in a pod. You were the chocolate to my vanilla, and we made the perfect swirl. You always protected this girl with your life. You did all the cool things like sports and went on many adventures. Taught me how to be a protector. So when Kyle and Brian came along, I was ready. We cracked jokes so hard it could send a person to therapy. I know I fired shots bad when you and Kyle tried to take me out. Some would call it good times. It was our childhood. We were house kids for a while. Couldn't go outside unless mommy was home. I was downstairs singing with cans of air freshener like it was a microphone. You were upstairs looking out the window wishing you were gone. Feeling like Akon. I'm locked up, they won't let me out. My favorite memories were being outside playing like a tomboy with you and your friends. I was honored to be on your team in a football game of two-hand touch. Rolling around in dirt, riding bikes, digging for worms, and being with you was my favorite part. I knew I was cool when you let me make beats on the counter for you and your friends. Ben, Chops, Drew, Eric, and Ann, just to name a few. I wanted to be with you. I'd bang on the counter and make beats for you guys to rap to until my hands hurt. I wanted to be like you, which is why I would find your scrap papers of bars you wrote laying around and repeat them, and add my own rhymes and say all of the cuss words at the same time. What a time to be alive. I remember you saying Method Man's lines. You're all that I need, I'll be there for you. If you keep it real with me, I keep it real with you. Life was like BET videos. I connected to you through music, whether you knew it or not. Sometimes those videos got real. Everything that glitters is not gold, and life got cold. Letters written of frustration for you to come home. My protector was gone, and the song changed too. All that I got is you. And I'm so thankful I made it through. Still holding on, still singing my song for you, still writing poetry like you do. Some disasters came and tried to destroy us, but we've been hanging on for dear life. You get on my nerves, and I will certainly get on yours. However, there's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can do to be removed from my heart. There's an allotted space there for you, because no one can replace you. Girls and their big brothers make a good storyline. Aside from their fathers, they are the representation of young blossoming kings. I've seen you up and I've seen you down, but I will always adjust your crown. You are strong, honored, loved, and admired. One of the most brilliant minds alive. Let out what's been locked up inside, because real men do cry. It's not about the tears that fall, but how you get back to thrive. We don't live this life just to survive. So grow, flourish, lead, plant, guide, protect, love, but don't hide. The opportunities are limitless. Keep your eyes on the prize until the end and you will finish. I love you.
All right. Sorry we ran a little over time. Mother, would you like to say a word or two? Oh, this is nice.
Hello, everybody. I am not good at speaking or whatever, but this was my first grandson. Some of you know I had many grandchildren, many great-grandchildren, and many great-grandchildren, great. And I'm proud of all of them. I love them all. And when I used to work, they would say, how many kids you got? And I would wave the flag, all nationalities. So I taught my kids, my grandkids, to love everybody. We all bleed the same, we cry the same, we do everything the same. So why can't it be more love instead of hate in this world? I don't know why, maybe one day we'll have an answer. But for the ones of you in here, I'm thankful that you came to enjoy this day with my grandson, although his birthday was last month, February 27th. But we said we would have it today. And it's nice that you took your time to come out and see us. I had a birthday in January and it poured. It was terrible and everybody came out. So I'm glad that we have the love and we're showing love. And it's not false, believe me, because if we don't care for you, we will leave you alone. But we love all of you. And again, I say thanks for coming. And it's not even a quarter of my grandkids in here. But they all know about it. And like I said, I love all of you. What's up? And I thank you all for coming. And baby, I love you.
All right, look, I want to say thanks for everyone being here. I appreciate you. Hope everyone enjoyed themselves, safe journey home. And before we close out, the man of all the... Well, wait a minute, before I forget. Everybody that said something, with the exception of me, watch him when he gets drunk, because he's going to remember what you said. All right, here you go, Pete.
I ain't really putting nothing together with this. I just want to say, very grateful for everybody that showed up. Not just today, but every day. Because y'all know I'm a piece of work. And y'all work with me. And I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Even the ones that didn't make it, there's a lot of people that couldn't make it for whatever reason. They know, I love you too. Even the ones that think that I might hate them or be whatever, I still love y'all too. I ain't got time for the extra stuff. I'm just happy to be here today. And I look forward to seeing y'all each and every time that I see you. Because today, tomorrow ain't promised. Real quick, shout out to Toy. I ain't seen you in about 100 years, bro. Everybody know that's my best friend since elementary school. I mean, I have to point out each and every one of y'all, we all have stories, we are a nation. Y'all know my heart. So, thank you.
Right on there, shaking the juice.
I do.
Niggas sleep, afraid to make that
No free. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Petey.
kids feel like the life was out for me. Wasn't trying to scare me.
That's your daughter. What you doing? What you doing? I got you.